Welcome to Wordbite, the series where we unravel the stories inside your favourite words. I'm MT Lynx, indie author, law seeker, and the kind of person who gets way too excited about etymology. Today's word is one that's travelled across time, twisted through meaning, and settled into our stories in ways that you might not expect. This is Wordbite, and today we're talking about Before we dive in, if you love words, world building, or writing craft, go ahead, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss any future word bites. I release a new deep dive every week, and I'd love to have you with me on the journey. There is a word for that eerie feeling you get in an empty school at night, for the exact moment when you're not asleep but not awake either, for every doorway, every dream, every transition. The word is liminal, and once you know it, you start seeing it everywhere. Where's that guy? Hey, nos boss. Alright, let's cross the threshold. If you love words with strange histories and beautiful meanings, drop your favourite liminal moment in the comments, and let's take the next step together. Part 1. What does liminal mean? Liminal means relating to a threshold. It comes from limen, the Latin word for threshold, but it's not just about doorways. Liminal is a state, a condition of in-betweenness. When you're no longer what you were, but you're not quite yet what you'll become. That's liminal. The moment before transformation, the breath between two worlds. Liminal isn't emptiness, it's potential. It's the quiet between notes, the eye of the storm, the hallway between the chapters. Where did it come from? The root word limen goes all the way back to Proto-Indo-European leg, to tie or bind. A threshold wasn't just an entry, it's a boundary, a ritual space, a line you crossed with intention. It entered English in the 1870s through anthropology, describing the moment in a rite or passage when the subject was no longer part of the old group, but not yet accepted into the new. In short, liminality means betwixt and between, suspended in transformation. Liminal spaces in real life. We've all felt them. Those uncanny, emotionally off-kilter places, like airport terminals, abandoned amusement parks, quiet stairwells at 3 a.m. I call them 13 o'clock vibes, although that doesn't quite track if you're following the 24-hour time standard. They feel real and not real at the same time. They are liminal spaces. Places stripped of time and context. They're not meant to be lived in, they're meant to be passed through. But when we stop there, when we pause in the passage, we have entered the liminal. Liminality in ritual, religion and myth. Hello Tam Tam. In rites of passage, the liminal phase is where transformation happens. Arnold van Gennep and Victor Turner, two major anthropologists, coined the term to describe how individuals are no longer living from one identity and reborn into another. Think a child becoming an adult, a mortal becoming divine, the hero crossing into the underworld. Religions encode liminality into ritual, pilgrimage, baptism, fasting, isolation in a cave or desert. The sacred space is always in the in-between. Oh my good boy, Tam Tam. Liminality in psychology. Psychologically, liminality is linked to disorientation and transformation. Adolescence is liminal. Grief is liminal. So is falling in love, quitting a job, even moving cities. Carl Jung viewed the liminal state as part of the hero's journey. Joseph Campbell called it the belly of the whale, when the world breaks down and you are reassembled. Modern therapists describe it as threshold trauma, when you're between identities and the ego has no map. Liminal characters in literature. Some characters live in liminal. Think Frodo after he's left the Shire, but before he's reached Mount Doom. Or Alice falling down the rabbit hole. Or Hamlet, caught between revenge and hesitation. Liminal characters are often narrators, messengers, outcasts, or shapeshifters. They're the ones who observe, who travel between the realms, who resist the labels. They're both this and that, or sometimes neither, and they reflect the deepest parts of ourselves. Liminal worlds in fantasy and horror. Fantasy and horror thrive on liminal settings. Think about the wardrobe in Narnia, the train to Hogwarts, the forest in Pan's Labyrinth. Haunted houses? Always liminal. They're not dead, but they're not alive either. The veil between the living and the dead, that is a liminal threshold. And dreams? Dreams are the ultimate liminal space. That's why Inception and Coraline resonate so deeply. They trap us in transition. Writers, how to use liminal in your work. Liminality is a narrative superpower. Use it to build tension in transitions, develop characters undergoing change, create uncanny settings, symbolize uncertainty, grief, or identity shifts. And you can name it outright. She was in a liminal place. Or you can build it through tone and image, fog, half-light, open doors, characters pausing before acting. Readers don't just recognize liminal moments, they feel them. That liminal feeling. Liminality has a mood. It's not just what's in between, it's how it feels. Like a dream you almost remember, like walking down a hallway you've never seen but you somehow know it. It's kind of that deja vu feeling. In this place, logic unravels, time blurs, and the mind starts asking, am I supposed to be here? It's uncomfortable, it's beautiful and terrifying. And it's human. Standing in the in-between. You hit him with your tail. Liminality isn't just a word, it's a world, a moment of becoming, a breath on the edge of meaning. Thank you for walking through this threshold with me. I'm Empty Lynx. If this Wordbite resonated with you, drop a comment, subscribe, and share it with someone standing at the crossroads. Until next time, hold space for the in-between. And now you know that you've been bitten by the Wordbite and you've crossed the threshold. With me as your guide. Why don't you stick around and I'll see you in the next video. This one, right here. Be 11, click it. You know you want to.